Badgeteers and Badgerettes, welcome to a spiffingly, spookily, scarily, wonderfully brilliant horror game review. Yes, Badgeteers and Badgerettes, today we'll be reviewing Spirit Camera, The Cursed Memoir, part of the Project Zero franchise. I personally thought, Badgeteers and Badgerettes, that it should have been called the subtitle Project Zero, The Purple Diary, and personally that's why I think this game sort of fell below the radar myself, because it was inappropriately titled by Nintendo and the company that owned the Spirit Camera franchise. I think personally they went wrong there, because they could have really clubbed in on all the Project Zero fans. So come on, Nintendo, why didn't you call it the mainstay of the franchise? And why base it? I know it's to do with the Camera Obscura, but then why not call it Camera Obscura, The Cursed Memoir? So I'm not too sure about the title. But moving on from that, this is a fantastic game and a hidden gem in my eyes in the 3DS catalogue. This is a sequel to a PlayStation game called Project Zero that came out ages ago, and it's one of my personal favourites. Along with Silent Hill, these sorts of games really amp up the scare factor, and the 3DS one is no misconception, because what you do is you have an AR book that comes with the game, which has mini games and helps you propel through the storyline. What happens is the game will direct you to talking to the book and the good ghost that is in your dimension, and she'll say along the lines of, let's check the book for clues, Scooby. But yeah, she'll say, let's have a look and see what's come up in the pages, and you would then align the camera to the book and have a look, and something scary or a jump scare or a ghost or pieces of information that will help you through the storyline appear in due course. And you go through the book and you go back and forth on different pages, completing puzzles, and sometimes ghosts will appear that you have to fight using the right trigger, using the camera. The camera is the main weapon in this game. There's no guns, there's no bombs, there's no I'm a firing my laser. What you have to do is you have to align the camera and shoot the ghosts, capturing it in your possessed camera. There's 3 different types of lenses, I believe, that you can get for the camera. I'm not going to spoil the lenses because it's part of the storyline, so you have to work through, get the different lenses and work through to the final boss. There is some downsides to this game as well as tons of upsides. So we'll start with the upsides, Badgeteers and Badgerettes. Number 1, of course, there's a really spooky atmosphere involved with this game. It takes the PlayStation 2's sort of scare factor and puts it into the 3DS, which is what I love. They're portable scares on the go. Number 2, obviously you've got the AR book, which is a fantastic novelty with some really good artwork, I think. So that's really cool, actually. The game is of a medium hard level setting, so you can pick it up and put it down when you want, which is, in my view, great for 3DS games. And you can still keep up with the storyline because it will say previously, just like it does in Resident Evil Revelations and a lot of 3DS games now, where it enhances the pick up and put down ability, but then keeps the storyline, which is what I love. There's some really unique parts to this, where you have to tilt the book sideways and things like that, and there's different ghosts that will appear and shock you. So I really love the AR book style of the game, and the drawings, and the spooky atmosphere is great as well. So there's plenty of good scares in the game if you like 3DS games and you like horror. Another bonus for me is that it's based in your world, in our world technically. So you'll go from the game world, and then you'll be transferred from the game world into the real world, but then the ghosts will come with you to the real world, and you have to defeat them with the help of the good ghost in your kitchen or lounge or things like that. So it does add a certain unsettling realism to me, because all the action is mainly based in your house or your living room, apart from a couple of bosses that are based in the actual book or the cursed house. Now, the downsides, Badgeteers and Badgerettes, some people find this a downside, I don't, is the fact that the game is on rails, so there's no real movement apart from the gyroscopic turning backwards and forwards. Now, a lot of people see that as a downside because people think that this sort of game should be free moving, but I live with it. I was quite happy the fact that he wanted to take me through the storyline and I could zap the ghosts and do the clues, Scooby, as much as I wanted without having to worry about running around trying to find things. So it does enhance the ease of play, but a lot of people found that as a negative. I'm not so sure. And the second one, of course, is that some of the bosses, including the one on the front cover, are quite hard to wrangle with the camera. So not necessarily the hardness in game of the boss, but the fact that sometimes the camera can be slightly off, which means it's hard to shoot the camera obscura at the bad guy or the ghost. Even though you think you've got a clean shot, sometimes the game doesn't acknowledge it. So that's probably two downsides versus a whole host of good horror scary fun. So I would recommend Spirit Camera, or as I like to call it, Project Zero the Purple Diary. That should have been the real title. I recommend this to any horror fan who loves that sort of game like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and of course if you're a fan of the Project Zero franchise and haven't quite picked it up yet, I would recommend trying to pick this up for about £10 or the dollar equivalent. Righty ho, I think I would give this a badgertastic 6 out of 10, though most people wouldn't agree with me, but you know what, stuff them. I like it, and let me know what you think down below. And please, Badgeteers and Badgerettes, let me know what games, horror games as well, you love the most. And remember, comment below your favourite horror games. And please, Badgeteers and Badgerettes, keep safe and warm during this winter, and of course, do something good for family and friends, and let's all get on, Badgeteers and Badgerettes. Right, bye for now, Chumley Warners.
Hey Badger Nation.
What's up everyone?
How's it going, guys? Hi,
What's up guys? Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Mum's the Witch.
The Willennium Princess. I'm Arikino again. This is the Unido TV.
It is I, on the keyboard.
I'm Johnny Goldenberg.
My name's Cargame.
I'm Pink Deadpool.
From YouTubers generally supporting each other Facebook group.
Hey, guess what?
I watch the Badger.
So we watch the Badger.
And I watch the Badger.
I watch the Badger.
And I support the Badger.
I watch the Badger.
I watch the Badger.
I watch the Badger. What?
And I watch the Badger.
The spiffingly smashing Badger.
Welcome to the smashingly spiffing Badger Show.
Go Badger! Go Badger! Go Badger!
It's cool!